Have you ever felt like you're just a character in someone else's story, following a script written by your family, your friends, or even society? For years, I did. I was playing a role I thought I was supposed to want, chasing a version of success that wasn't mine. It was a life built on shoulds and supposed tos, and honestly, it felt hollow. The story I was living was about climbing the corporate ladder, getting the right title, and ticking all the conventional boxes. From the outside, it looked great. I had the job, the apartment, the life that was supposed to make me happy. But on the inside, a quiet voice kept whispering, "Is this it? Is this really you?" The more I ignored it, the louder it became, until it was a constant, nagging feeling of being out of place in my own life. I remember one particular Tuesday morning, staring at my reflection in the office elevator. The person looking back at me seemed like a stranger. He looked tired, not from a lack of sleep, but from a lack of passion. That was my turning point. I realized that my journey had been on autopilot, following a map drawn by everyone but me. I had given the pen to others, letting them write my story. And I decided, right there in that sterile chrome elevator, that it was time to take the pen back. The first step was terrifying. It meant admitting to myself and then to others that the path I was on wasn't my own. It meant disappointing people and facing the fear of the unknown. My first move was small. I started dedicating 1 hour every day to something I truly loved: landscape photography. It was just a hobby I'd long since abandoned for more productive pursuits. That 1 hour became my sanctuary. Out in nature, with a camera in my hand, I wasn't an employee or a son or a friend fulfilling an obligation. I was just me. I was creating, exploring, and seeing the world through my own lens. For the first time in years, I felt a spark of genuine excitement. That spark started a fire. Slowly, I began to rewrite my story, one sentence at a time. I started saying no to things that didn't align with my newfound purpose. I said no to extra projects at work that drained my soul. I said no to social events that felt more like a chore than a celebration. And with every no, I was creating space for a yes. A yes to weekend hiking trips. A yes to a photography course. A yes to building a small online portfolio of my work. It wasn't a glamorous, overnight transformation. It was a series of small, deliberate choices. There were moments of doubt, moments when the old script seemed so much safer, so much easier. The voices of expectation would creep back in, telling me I was being foolish, irresponsible. "You're throwing away a good career," they'd say. "What if you fail?" And here's the secret I learned. Failure is part of writing your own story. My first attempt at selling prints was a total flop. I sold 2 to my mom. It was humbling, but it wasn't a dead end. It was a plot point. It taught me about marketing, about finding my audience, about resilience. Instead of letting it define me as a failure, I let it refine my approach. I learned, I adapted, I kept writing. My journey led me to places I never expected. I eventually left that corporate job, not in a dramatic movie scene, but with a carefully planned exit. I started a small business leading photography workshops, combining my love for nature with my passion for teaching others to find their own creative voice. Some days are harder than any day I ever had in the office. The income isn't always as stable, but the richness of my life has multiplied 1,000 times. The success I feel now isn't measured by a title on a business card, but by the feeling of waking up every morning excited for the day ahead. Your journey is your own. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Your success is defined by you and you alone. Maybe your story isn't about leaving a corporate job. Maybe it's about starting a family, learning a new language, running a marathon, or simply finding more joy in your daily routine. The what doesn't matter as much as the why. Are you living a story that feels true to you? Look at your life right now. Are you the main character or a background actor? Are you holding the pen, or has someone else taken it? If you feel that same sense of hollowness I did, that quiet whisper asking, "Is this it?" I want you to know it's not too late. You can start rewriting your story today. It doesn't require a grand, sweeping gesture. It starts with one small choice. 1 hour dedicated to a forgotten passion. 1 no to make room for a yes. Pick up your pen, your journey, your rules. It's time to start writing the story that only you can tell. The world is waiting to read it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories to fuel your journey.